Who would have thought that in my second year of real estate in a brand new market, didn't know anybody, brand new to real estate, I'd be sitting here talking to you about how, I went from a brand new agent. I couldn't cold call, I couldn't door knock, I couldn't do any traditional real estate and get deals. Man, there was some low, dark times with me and the family, quitting a job, moving to a new city. And now, this year alone, after 2.5 years, and really just discovering things on YouTube and being myself. Like I dress like this and people are dying to work with me. It doesn't matter what you look like, sound like. If you tell your stories, if you are exactly who you are in today's world, especially with real estate, you're going to be able to change your business forever, or it catapult your business, or start out as a new real estate agent. You don't need to know everything. You just got to learn how to be yourself. And I promise you, the real estate world has changed. You will blow up your business and pass all the old school marketers and real estate agents, just like I did. I'm going to be running you through that, exactly how you can carve out your own brand, your own niche, and start getting clients reaching out to you every single day. And we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? My name is Jackson Wilkie, right here with the Channel Junkies. This is your first time to this channel. You want to learn everything about exactly how we grow these real estate YouTube channels and real estate businesses with $0, zero overhead. We teach it all on this channel, so make sure you tap that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. All right, so I wanted to dive in and just talk about what, things you should really be doing as a real estate agent starting out, and really what it's like the typical day in the life of a realtor. Now, I remember walking into the office, I'd quit the other jobs and I was gonna get into real estate, and I remember being so excited to just be busy. But being busy at the beginning is showing up to meetings, and trying to just learn as much as you can. And what you're told right out of the gate is learn the market, learn the houses, learn the streets, learn everything about real estate. And then you hear from the marketers out there, the world of, you need to be documenting, document every day as a real estate agent. And so I started doing that. I don't knock it because I think it's annoying. I did it. And so I was showing up every day. And I remember going down the path of trying to be a discount agent. I didn't care how I got a deal. At the beginning, you're going to feel this too, especially, just getting into real estate. You'll take any deal. Now, fast forward just 2 years. That's it. I'm 100% out of production. We're on pace to do $120 million in sales this year alone, in just over, 2.5 years of real estate. All because I learned that I can work with my ideal clients. Those ideal clients are the ones that reach out and recommend their friends. And I also started learning platforms that are going to work for me every single day. And so the typical day of a realtor is trying to just figure out how to get that first deal. And so I remember cold calling. I was taking cold calling classes from Frank Driscoll, the number one cold calling coach that there was or is. He's a top real estate coach, and he's damn good at what he does. And to be honest, he taught this thing that actually worked for me. And I hated cold calling. I got actually pretty good at his scripts to where I was landing appointments, but I never could get a listing because it just wasn't in me to go in there and hard close. Because if you're calling FSBOs and expireds and these type of people out there trying to sell their house at discount, the hardest thing in the world is to go in there and close them. And you might be sitting there going, Jackson, that's like easy. Just get me the appointment. I'll close it. Yeah, but the other 99% of the real estate agents out there, just like me, that's not easy for us. And so, I was out there every day, and then I was told to door knock, and the scripts. So the other thing, just trying to get a deal, was door knocking. The other thing was open houses. Everybody said, open houses are king. And I was like, perfect. I can talk to anybody. I will have no problem doing. I'll just do an open house. I remember telling people, I'm going to do an open house every day. What the hell else do I have to do? And so you're really fighting tooth and nail to try and get just that first deal, And so the things that I really learned about real estate and the typical day in the life was that you get taken down these paths and doing things that aren't the way that you would want to do them. It doesn't feel comfortable to you. And you have to start owning that very early on, or you're going to get washed out. And that's why 87% of real estate agents don't make it past 2 years, because they end up trying to do so many different things that's not in their wheelhouse, out of their comfort zone, and it just becomes too hard. There's so many agents these days that you have to compete with sometimes 10, 15,000 real estate agents. And so how do you compete with that? Oftentimes we're opening up videos. I'll finally, like, a real estate agent will get the guts to shoot a video, and they open it up and they're like, all right, so I'm your local realtor, and this is my house and my open house and my listing, and call me. And if your friends are looking to sell, I can sell that too. And so it's just so gross. And I did it too. But what I was thinking and at the time was I needed to let people know I'm a real estate agent. Well, by doing that, you're kind of like letting everybody in the car lot, the used car salesman, he's letting everybody know he's a used car salesman with the leather jacket, and he's running out to your car and he's trying to sell. And you always are just kind of like, I don't want to talk to you, right? So that's really what we're doing as real estate agents every day. And so the typical day in the life of trying to be a realtor, when at the end of the day, you are the brand, you right there watching this camera, not realtor. That was the biggest mistake, I made early on, was just trying to be a realtor, trying to use that as my brand. And especially me, I was in a new market. I didn't know anybody. And so how do you become a local, knowledgeable expert, and also get people to know, like, and trust you if nobody knows you? So I was behind the 8 ball 2 times there. So that's really when it started unearthing. Now, what happened was I started listening to guys like Gary Vaynerchuk and some of these other real estate agents out there who were talking about video and what video to do, and you have to be shooting videos. And they were doing these videos that, to this day, now I look at, I'm like, oh my gosh, these guys don't get any business from that at all. And I did tons of it. I was told, be the digital mayor. You have to go interview shops and restaurants and bars, and that's the way that you'll become the local, expert, and everybody's going to know who you are, and they're going to think of only you with their real estate needs. And so I did it. I door knocked every freaking restaurant, shop, bar. I interviewed them. And let me tell you one thing, it was so much freaking work, and it was the biggest waste of time. Now, not for me, inevitably, because I learned, by doing that, 1, how to edit videos and shoot videos, 2, that they don't work. So I had to figure something else out. But at the end of the day, I started realizing, why would I be shooting a restaurant video and putting it to Facebook and Instagram? Like, what the hell does a pizza review do to really bring business to me? And people will say, oh, well, you need to do restaurant interviews on YouTube because restaurants and top 5 places to eat are the most searched things on YouTube. And I'm like, BS. Now I know, because I'm a YouTuber, that's the most false statement of all time. In fact, have you ever searched where to eat, or top taco restaurant in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho? No, I don't think so. You're probably searching, where the hell do I live when moving to this area? If you're searching food, you're probably going to Google or Bing. And so those search results can very distractingly be thrown off. And so people are taking that as like the search volume from Google and Bing and attaching it to YouTube, which isn't true. So, you're going to have to, inevitably open up immediately to who you are. And so this is what I really want you to take away from this video with all these stories that I've told, is that I realized quickly that I had a hard time telling people hard answers. If I was selling someone's house and an offer didn't go through or something happened, like, to give that bad news wasn't my thing. So I knew I was probably going to lean more towards working with buyers. Like, buyers, they didn't have to pay me. The listing, the sellers actually paid me, so there was no negotiation on that. And you might be looking at like, dude, list to live. You got a list to live. Honestly, I found that I get more listings by being myself on video and on YouTube and helping clients. In fact, I'm not even the one doing the real estate. Now, 2 years in, I've realized real estate's changed 1,000%, man. It's not just you have the MLS, you help all these clients, and you do it till you're 100 years old. Like, there's scalable businesses out of this, like huge mega businesses in real estate that surround not only the transaction, but teaching and helping others to build their business. So the one thing you got to take away is you're going to have to start maybe writing down or just owning to yourself, talk it out with somebody. Like, okay, what are your strengths? What do you like doing? And if you're like, look, I came from sales, like I could sit on the phone and I can call all day. You have to be in a market now, since post-COVID or during COVID, some of these markets you're not allowed to cold call anymore. But if it is open and you don't mind doing that, then maybe that's a way that you get some business right out of the gate. And if you knock that deal out of the park, and I'm talking about if you make some mistakes during it, you own up to that crap, because that is what really catapults you to getting more referrals. But that's probably something that you're going to have to look into doing is maybe cold calling, right? For me, I had to find a way for people to reach out to me. I was not able to cold call, even at the open houses where I thought I could talk to anybody. I still was approaching it with the scripts that I was taught. And if it wasn't me, and so I'm asking people, what are you in the area for? Oh, that's great. And it was so awkward, right? Now I know through the videos some of the questions are how I would talk to people, but you have to get this brand out of you to where you talk to people and answer their questions the way you want to. And so it's really called content marketing. And in the day of the life, if you're starting out in real estate, you need to truly start answering the questions of the consumers. And that changes. During COVID, we're right in the middle of it. We're getting towards the end of it. The market, there's just no houses for sale. What I would be shooting videos on or writing blogs about or doing posts on Facebook or Instagram about is, look, you're wanting to sell your house, but you have no idea where to go, or you don't think you can afford that next home because the market's so crazy. I just helped 2 different clients do it. Here's exactly how, right? And then if you have any interest at all, reach out to me, DM me, or personal message me. We'll just have a 15-minute conversation. Maybe it won't work for you. Maybe it will, but at least you'll know, right? And so that's when I started understanding, oh my God, I need to get my videos in front of people who actually want them, right? Instead of blasting all this crap out to Instagram and to Facebook and putting all these videos out about me, myself, my open house, my listing, my, that's not answering anybody's questions. You need to start, like I said, things have changed. You've got to really get yourself onto these social platforms. I highly recommend YouTube because that's where people are going. And a lot of realtors and a lot of marketers are going to steer you towards really short form content like TikTok and Instagram Reels. But at the end of the day, if I go and buy a $150 golf club, I'm probably going to watch 3 hours of videos on YouTube, and I'm going to do all this research, and I'm going to read blogs just to buy a $150 golf club. So if I'm moving my entire family across the country and buying a house, do you think a 15-second video of me dancing is really going to persuade me to buy a house? I don't think so. So people will go obsessive, and trust me, I've built these 10 channels in 10 states now. We're going to do over $120 million in sales, and all I am is myself. I dress like this. I talk like this. I'm just there for people, answering their questions about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play in all these areas, and that's when they reach out. So you have to be very diligent with who you're talking to, answering their questions, being open and honest. People like hearing the honesty, the honest and truth, the cons of things more, because you're like more realistic. Oh my gosh, I get these reach outs all the time. You're the most real. Everybody talks about all the good things, and you're always talking about things that we need to be aware of and the cons, but and so you're just so real. That's why we want to work with you, right? Not once have I ever been asked, how long have you been in real estate, sir? How many deals have you done? They don't care. And now I am smoking every real estate agent out there, and I spend zero money, and I don't close any of these deals, and I just get the referral checks. And now that is the way you can blow up your business. Now it's not all just through YouTube, but just start understanding when you're going to get into real estate. I'm telling you right now, it might be hard, but you're going to have to stay very consistent, but you need to be yourself, and you need to start understanding the questions that people are asking in your market and answer those questions, and you will rise above the rest. I can almost guarantee you will. We're looking for partners across the nation as well, where we coach you up. We help you with either YouTube, your Facebook, your cold calling, whatever we can help you with, plus systems, processes, how to scale businesses and teams. So if you want more information on that, you can email me, jackson@realagentnow.com, to join us and get our private coaching and courses and boot camps all for free. We want to blow you up. So, if you want information about joining us at EXP, just email me. If you want information and more videos on how to blow up your YouTube channel, these are the videos you need to start clicking on. Click on those and you will be well on your way. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.